hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now a chance to make that big play real outside the 5. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you can get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 27, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
They'll run with Barkley. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover. They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Mohamed Sanu, 26 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all review. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones looking for Shepard deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He's going to take another shot here. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Ayuk to return it. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Well, the Niners going back on offense now, late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
This returnable for Ayuk.
A little juke.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
To throw once more on second and 10. Garoppolo. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On third down, Mitchell. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now Jones to throw from his end zone.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block what?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Charles, you have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. To throw again on second down. Jones.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing deep for Galladay. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Gano out to kick this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Garoppolo.
Oh, what a catch by Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw.
Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Garoppolo able to get this complete to Ayuk.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And this is going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Garoppolo to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk.
35 yards.
And the 49ers.
Gold to add the extra point. The sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Gold for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Cooper on the return.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Finding Rudolph.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
To throw is Jones.
Throwing deep for Galladay.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it.
Jones.
looking for Shepard deep.
And that almost their first INT in the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And that will be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And that is incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure him.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. first down. It's Mitchell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
49 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.